We were police officers in Adelaide. It feels like a lifetime ago now.
We look at each other and we're like, let's apply for the block next year. And it was just born from that, really.
We literally launched the week of COVID and we launched hand soap. You can't write that. It was 2 years in the making. We launched hand soap the week of lockdown.
I'm Cindy Tran, reporting for the Daily Mail. Since winning their season of The Block in 2013, Alisa and Lysandra Fraser have become an unstoppable business force. From young police officers in South Australia to TV stars and now successful entrepreneurs, their career path has been anything but ordinary. I sat down with the twins to discuss their journey, tips for success, and their popular home, body and skincare range, Al.ive, as they reveal their Christmas gifting collection.
We're Alisa and Lysandra. I'm Lysandra, that's Alisa. And we are founders of Al.ive Body.
So before going on the block, we were police officers in Adelaide. It feels like a lifetime ago now. We were both in the police force for about 7.5 years. And then we went on the block and then we handed in our badges.
We were block fans watching the auction, and they all did really well at this auction. And so we look at each other and we're like, let's apply for the block next year. And it was just born from that, really. I think we always loved watching it, and then
Massive blockheads.
Yeah. It just felt like the right time, I guess.
Some of the challenges we faced after leaving the show, like we were thrown into a whole new world that we were just not expecting, that was so unfamiliar to us that it was a full life adjustment. Life has never really been the same. We haven't stopped working and working and working, and we don't get to switch off now that we're business owners. So it's like we've created a whole new life post-blog. The most requested comment or question that we get is, A, you look younger in real life.
That's not a question. That's a compliment.
Or is the block really that hard?
Yeah. Or do you get help on the block?
Yeah, you get help on the block. Yeah. And it's like,
yeah, is it really that hard?
Yes, it is really that hard.
Yeah.
Especially back in the day when you didn't have a massive budget and you were forced to do everything yourself. And no, we didn't get any help. And yes, they get hair and makeup now. They get fed. We didn't get any of that.
The idea of Al.ive, I guess, essentially came about. We were doing a property development in Melbourne, and we got to the end of the project and we went to sell the bathrooms, and we just couldn't find anything that we hadn't seen before or that was interesting. And that's, I guess, initially where the whole idea started.
It was like 2 years of head down, working day, night, learning a whole new industry. We've never had our own product-based business before, and we had so much to learn. Even post-launch, we probably make more sacrifices now because the bigger you get, the busier you get, and the more weight you carry on your shoulders. So it's just, that time away from family.
I had to sell my house in order to be able to fund Al.ive. So massive sacrifices that I think you kind of forget now that, we're 5 years on, but you look back and you're like, wow, we literally had to go and move into a granny flat, with my children. So massive sacrifices along the way in many different aspects. I was living in my friend's granny flat for about, I reckon, 2.5 years. And it was a pretty bad, old granny flat at the back of her house.
Lucky I didn't have any spare rooms in my house.
Yeah. So I know, why didn't I come and live with you?
I didn't have any room, but I didn't want to be living with you for 2 years.
Yeah, that was an experience. And then I had to move into a really crappy, little tiny rental, which was also another experience, but something that, I'm really glad my kids got to experience that, that's where you start. And then that's, the sacrifices that you have to make along the way in order to be able to get what you want. I think people just think you went on the block, you won this money, you put all this money into your business, but it wasn't like that at all.
We literally launched the week of COVID. We got together and we're like, there's this thing called COVID and all the businesses are closing down and people going into lockdown. Do we just
wait?
Postpone? And luckily we didn't, because we thought, surely it's a month and the world's going to go back to normal. And we launched hand soap You can't write that. It was 2 years in the making. We launched hand soap the week of lockdown. People at home, they needed to wash their hands. They had extra money to spend on their house and, making their homes look beautiful.
Their hands were like sore from having to wash their hands all the time. So the lotion, we couldn't have timed it.
No.
There are so many things that go wrong, right? That you have to learn from it. But I guess do you remember, I reckon the first kind of big moment was, it was about 10,000 bottles, or was it more than that?
More than that.
20,000 bottles, and when the formulation was being poured, some of the lotion got onto the bottles. So the bottles had kind of lotion, and we didn't realize that was our first run, but they'd already been packed, sent to us, and every single one of them had this grease kind of on it. So we spent days and days and weeks in the factory with family on the weekend, unboxing, cleaning, repackage, and that was something else. That was so overwhelming.
I think that was about 30,000 bottles or something like that. We were putting the boxes in our car, loading them up and washing them in front of the TV. For those that have never tried Al.ive products, you've asked us to pick one, but we really can't pick one because the wash and lotion duo and our kitchen trios are equally.
The thing is, you can pick one of them because you know that once they try that one, they're going to go and pick the other one. So it doesn't really matter whether it's the kitchen trio or our duos, because once they're in, they're kind of in.
Yeah, it would have to be out of the bathroom duo or the kitchen trio. We can't have favourites. I just said that we didn't have favourites. Our face oil is our golden product.
Everybody that uses this, and I'm not just pitching this, everybody that uses this says how much they love this product.
So the oil, it's 100% natural and it's really nourishing for your skin. The other thing, it's obviously really good for your microbiome as well. But I love putting it over the rich cream at nighttime. Put this on, put the oil on, and it holds in all the moisture from the cream. And it's just so hydrating. And then when you wake up, your skin just feels so glowy and nourished overnight. It's my favorite thing. You can't have one without the other, in my opinion, but
kind of like us. Look, we do totally understand that people are like, why should we try Al.ive Skin? They specialize in personal care, body soap, hand lotion. Well, why would we trust them in skin? And we certainly do not profess to be skincare experts, but what we have done is worked with Australia's best natural chemists and skincare experts to curate a range of skincare, a line that is
effortless.
Well, it's effortless, and every product is designed to work cohesively with each other for the best results. So, this range came about because how often do you have different products from different brands and you don't know what product to put on your skin when, and then you've got a piece of paper written down going, put this serum on after that, and it becomes too complicated and too hard. So you never stick to a routine. And that's honestly how this came about, was because we felt that ourselves and that frustration. So not only do we design it to look beautiful so that you can keep it on display, but having it out on display keeps it forefront so that when you go to the basin in the morning or at night time, you're like, oh, this is easy. I don't have to think about it. So you actually stick to a routine
and then you get the results.
Yeah.
They all make the most incredible gifts. We do have a Christmas collection launching at mid-October. There's some limited edition products in there, so keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah.